Hey guys, time for... Whoa, no. Let's bring it in close. This is a special month. The album we are hitting this month is Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, a full album, Elton John.
So many songs, literally has 4 sides, and there are countless bangers all throughout it. And the movie we're hitting for this month is the 1967 Monterey Pop Festival.
We've been told it was a huge debut for a lot of people, for people like Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Otis Redding, Simon & Garfunkel, the list goes on. We were super excited to hit it.
Plus, we're hitting 3 single reactions on there through the month. Catch us on Patreon, a link in description. See you there. Back to the video. Hey guys, hope you're having a great day as well as a great life.
As well as
we're
a great
back.
life. We are back now. The last 2 weeks in a row, Andy's forgot about this, but I'll remind him. We were doing Merch Fridays, where we wear our merch with you guys. I know, you forgot, but it's okay.
I totally forgot.
It's okay, because we just saw Paul McCartney, and so I had some merch. He didn't get some merch, but you got some merch at what concert?
Brit Floyd, which I saw the very next day.
You had a wild week, my friend.
Yeah, it was literally insane. Like 3 concerts in a row, in terms of Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
It's a ton.
Pretty freaking wild. But either way, we are here checking out some Vanilla Fudge.
Vanilla Fudge.
If I remember correctly, we just hit on the Wednesday, it was Elton John, Rocket Man.
Yeah.
So I think the question there was is this gonna hold up to the momentum of the week?
I don't know, but they'll probably know, and we'll know shortly. Well, 7.5 minutes later.
Dude, it's gotta be dope. Vanilla Fudge, 1967. We saw on the wiki, it was described as psychedelic rock, psychedelic soul,
and proto-prog.
Proto-prog, yeah.
Which anytime there's alliteration in that, I'm down. Also, I know there's, I think it was, what was his name? Something Appice. It's not Carmine Appice, but another drummer with Appice. I know I've seen his name. He's a great drummer. I think we've seen him on other things.
Yeah, that being said, make sure to vote in the poll on the community tab and be active in these live premieres. We're all down there with you today, so let's just go ahead and do it.
Let's go do it.
keep me hanging on. She said when we broke up, you just wanna be friends. But how can we still be friends when seeing you only breaks my heart again? There ain't nothing I can do about it. You know I need love. Why don't you, babe? Talking about love. Get out my life. Why don't you, babe? You really don't want me. You just keep me hanging on. You really don't need me. You just keep me hanging on. Get out my life, why don't you, baby? 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 Come on to me.
Love the walking bass up. My friend, this is proto-prog. Psychedelic proto-prog. Sounds like I won a bear at like a Chuck E. Cheese when I was 7.
Holy crap, dude. That's a very accurate description. This was insane. I have so many like thoughts on this.
I do. Rating?
Dude, I feel like I can't just emotionally have an impulsive, like, organic rating on this. I feel like I need discussion on some of these songs. Like, this just feels like a lot.
Does feel like a lot. Okay.
Like, there's a lot to talk about.
Let's
like,
try doing that. Like the next few. Let's see how we feel.
Yeah, because there's like a lot good, a lot like, especially like a song like this. Like there's so much chaotic energy.
This needs collaboration
going on here. I think so too. So much chaotic energy. There's a lot that's freaking cool and so good, like especially for 1967.
Yeah.
And then so much that is like off-putting. But I think it's like trying to be off-putting, but that's still like you can still talk about it. You know?
Okay, so for one, let's start with how cool the instrumentation was in so many parts of the song.
Yeah.
Like, especially when it got to grooving, drummer was phenomenal. The singer was great. Lyrically, I freaking loved the lyrics.
Really?
Loved them. Because it's like, I don't think this was totally written by them. I think we saw online that maybe the Supremes did it earlier.
I think so too,
So
yeah.
either way, really phenomenal lyrics, really phenomenal melody, but the lyrics describe specifically like, why do you like keep me hanging on? Like, you've moved on, so let me go.
Yeah.
And I love the concept because I think everyone's kind of felt like that of feeling as if it's almost her fault. Like placing some blame as like, look how easy it was for you. So then let me do that same thing.
Yeah, it's like you're being like strung along in some sense.
Yeah, but it borderline didn't feel like she was doing anything. Almost like you were blaming her for feeling like, damn, I'm holding on. That's your fault. Like, you moved on. Like, why was that so
Not
easy?
taking accountability for your own emotions.
Yeah. And then later on it talks about, like, we can't be friends, so maybe it was her fault. But either way, it was just a cool dynamic, and I loved his, like, vocal delivery because it was so emotional, especially in, like, the second verse. So, like, you could hear him, like, almost breaking up. And it's, like, you know, either he's great at acting on the mic or he was pulling from some really real emotions. Either way, really, really cool.
Probably a big mixture of things. Dude, I will say, like, even regardless of some, like, uncomfortable moments that, like, happens, like, in the song, I think, like, super dig it. And if I'm going to see, like, a live performance from, like, a band during that time period, like, 67, I think I would, like, rather see this band, Vanilla Fudge, over, like, a crap ton of huge acts at that time. Like, I think it would be more interesting, engaging, and just overall, like, a spectacle of, like, just music at the time period. Like,
they definitely weren't leaving anything on the table. Like, they were going pretty ham the entire time.
Like, very much had a bunch of like psychedelic vibes that I was totally digging. Like, reminded me of early Pink Floyd a little bit in that kind of sense. And dude, just so much like nasty musicianship. Like their jams, like again, like you said, you know, all the drums and stuff, the bass, like the guitar, like all the organ work they were doing, like all of it, like almost kind of reminded me of like Steppenwolf a little bit too. Almost like the intro to Magic Carpet Ride, how it's all psychedelic-y and, you know, kind of like leans into it and stuff, has like that feedback noise, like just kind of really trying to create this atmosphere for like the listener.
So what sets it back for you?
I don't think anything like sets it back. I mean, like part of it is like if you showed this song to somebody, like you're in the car, like, hey, listen to this song. It's like the first like 30 seconds, like it's a hard sell up front. Like if you're showing somebody this song, they have to have an attention span that is going to be able to get past like 30 seconds and still like not
By the way,
have an opinion.
Not 30
like,
seconds. It's about 2.5 minutes. I caught myself looking up, and I only had 2 issues with the song.
Yeah.
One of them was their fault. One of them wasn't their fault.
Okay.
Which one do you want first?
The one that was their fault.
I don't think I don't think the beginning of the song or like the 2/3 mark of the song after like the main part had finished, I don't think either one of those things did anything for me. Like it felt like they put him in to be psychedelic, but it almost didn't feel like
I wonder like if you have to hear it in context of the album too. Because there's like a song that's like right before it, and there's a song that's after.
Very
so
much
I wonder,
could be.
But that's probably why they have like a single version. Like, because this is like 7.5 minutes long, and then they have literally like I think it's like a 2.5 or like 2 minutes 58 second like like single version.
I also hate for sure. This is not my point, but I hate when song titles are like 3 song titles in one, like A part, B part. I'm like, dude, just make them individual tracks.
At that point,
like if they're that big of differences, then you know. So here's my second point.
Oh yeah,
was that because it kind of leads into that? Was I don't think it was meant. It clearly wasn't meant for headphones. It's mixed mono.
Yeah,
there's a lot of like harsh frequencies and like over compressed vocals that in a like vinyl I think would be really cool. But I think when you're listening to it too clear, like I actually loved the times, especially like on the "Keep Me Hanging On," and it had a second voice that came in. You could hear how squashed that is. Yeah, and it's like gives it that old vintagey feel because it's from '67. Yeah. So I actually want to hear that, but in headphones, honestly, it's just it's not what it's meant for. Like I feel like it's just meant for like on maybe a car speaker where it's like kind of washes together, or on a like a record player, any of those sort of things. I think it's great.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's one of those things where if we rate it like super objectively, like this full like 7.5 minute song, like in the objective scale of how we rate other things, it's probably going to be like a C+, B- or a B kind of thing. Yeah. But I think if you took the single version itself, it's probably like an A+, or like maybe even like S if someone is on like some psychedelic substances and is like tripping out with their boys in a basement, like listening to it. I could see that too. Like,
do you like this more than Cream, or in the same caliber as Cream, the middle section? Just the middle section.
Like what Cream song? Like it depends.
Let's say this was in Cream's discography. Like, would you bat an eye? Would you?
I would definitely dig it for sure. Okay. Like they have stuff like Tales of Brave Ulysses, like Strange Brew, which you haven't heard that song, but they definitely have like a bunch of like psychedelic songs where it kind of is like Cream in a way, like especially the drums.
It's also saying
how
like
the drums
era,
are going at it. Yeah, I mean, I freaking love. Like, I think they fit in with it. Like, if there was a concert and like they had Cream in their opening for it or something like that, or it's like a same music festival, like I would 100%.
By the way, I'd be willing to bet money that happened. You know?
Yeah, for sure. I think they're like in the same like league of like piquing my interest in terms of that style for sure.
Yeah, I feel like
the objectiveness of it. Like, it's gonna get like rated lower, like in the whole context of the whole song. But I think the single version
It feels like
gets
an A
bumped
to
up
me.
a bunch.
It feels like an A.
Yeah, I think that's probably where it evens out.
Yeah.
I think it definitely has its place in music, like for sure.
For sure.
Here.
Also, I'm sure
Like-
it probably influenced a numerous amount of bands who heard this and they go like, "This is
Absolutely.
freaking awesome."
I'm sure even bands like Cream probably hear this and go,
We
"Damn,
got to
like,
step
this
our
is
game
cool."
up. Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Like, you know, bands who think they're doing like rock and roll. Even like I could see things. I don't know if they're like actually looking that deep or like looking at it, but like let's say like Zeppelin and stuff too. Like
yeah,
inspiration for just like hard rocking, because like when they were grooving,
Well,
like there's a lot of spots in there that are like
whatever.
I think they're definitely in the same ballpark as a lot of these really big acts back
Yeah.
in the day, like in those sweet spots of the song.
Yeah.
So great stuff. Let us know if there's anything else to hit from them or other bands in this similar vein. But yeah,
That being said, we will see you in the next video.
peace.
All right, guys, you know the drill. Fun song, long song. If you stayed all the way to the end of this video, reward yourself by liking that button. Everyone likes clicking buttons. Hit some buttons. Subscribe. If you want to keep the A&A train going, video right there, suggested for you. If you want to go on Patreon, help your boys, support good music, right there, less than a cup of coffee. Come join the fun.